Alright guys, welcome back. Hopefully you took a minute and before you started watching this video you took this solution of m equals -7, plugged it into the equation, the original equation, and see to make sure they equaled. So let me know how that goes, and for now what I'm going to do is move on to this problem right here. So in this problem here you would read from left to right 2 times a minus 8 plus 7. On the left-hand side, equal sign. Right-hand side, we have 5 times a plus 2 minus 3a minus 19. Now, on the left-hand side, we need to see if there's anything we can combine. Well, as we look, there's nothing we can combine yet. But what we do need to complete is the distributive property. Why? Because inside these parentheses, we have an a minus an 8. Well, we can't combine those. Why? Because this is a variable a. This is a whole number 8, so we need to take this 2 on the outside of the parentheses, distribute it to this a and this -8. Now I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. So 2 times a is 2a, 2 times -8 is -16 plus 7. Now to save space and time, guys, I'm just going to do this whole first line in one step. So what I mean by that is as I look here, I can't combine a -3a and a -19. And as we look, this 5 times a plus 2 looks familiar over here. So what we need to do is take this 5 and distribute it to the a and the 2. Remember, Angry Bird effect. You have to take the number on the outside of the parentheses and multiply it to everything on the inside. So as we do that, 5 times a is 5a. 5 times 2 is a positive 10. And just bring down the -3a and -19. Now, some of you make this little error that you guys want to start moving individual numbers around before you combine your terms. Well, let's combine our terms before we start moving stuff around. A couple of reasons. One, it'll save you a lot of time, paper, and work. Secondly, it will also, and this is the most important thing, it will keep and prevent you from making arithmetic errors. Meaning, I've seen some people say, well, we're going to add 16 to 19, and then they want to subtract 10 to whatever -19 plus 16 was. That's why I always emphasize let's combine what we can on each side before we start moving them back and forth. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and draw this line here. Now on the left-hand side, I only have one variable of 2a. There's nothing else I can combine with this 2a, so I'm going to bring it down here. Now -16 plus 7, and just to show you in your calculator, the way you would type this would be negative, down here, negative, this one right here, negative, not this one, no, this one, this is negative. 16 plus 7. So I just want to emphasize that again, one more time. Negative, yes, not negative, no. Enter, and you get -9. Okay, so now we're over here to this point. 5a plus 10 minus 3a minus 19. Well, we can only combine the a's together and the whole numbers without a's together. So we need to combine this 5a and this -3a. 5a minus 3a is 2a. And then we have 10 minus 19, which is -9. Okay? So now we are condensed down to where we can start to move stuff from one side of the equal sign to the other. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and subtract my 2a to both sides. This cancels out over here, and now I'm left with 0 minus 9 equals -9. Well, 0 minus 9 is -9 equals -9. Now I want you guys to pause this, and I want you to reflect back on something I said in an earlier video. What becomes your answer when your variables cancel out to a 0? I'm gonna, you guys take a minute and recollect, reminisce, see if you can figure it out, and we will come right back. Well, hopefully you went back and looked at the other video and or you wrote it down and remembered, but whenever your variables cancel out to become a 0, your answer is automatically no solution. Alright guys, I hope that was helpful. I know it took some time to get through these, but these were very lengthy problems. But hopefully you are now ready for your test, and hopefully these videos have been helpful. Stay tuned, there are more to come, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.